Quazi here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the ancient law of karma and the yogic way of explaining how reality creation works and the most effective way to create your reality. Before I begin this video, I wanted to quickly announce that I'm doing a free giveaway of my book, Life Mastery. If you want to enroll into a competition to win this book for completely free, just comment Life Mastery down below. And at the end of the week, we're going to be picking one lucky winner to get this book for completely free in the ebook format. Also, I'm super excited to announce that the Reality Mastery program is open for enrollment and we're still doing the free one-to-one consult. So if you are interested in that, wait till the end of the video for the announcement. So with that, let's get started with this video. Now in this video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about the law of karma. And this is something that I've never talked about before, but studying this more and more and seeing how this is becoming more and more predominant in my personal life has made me really look into myself and see why this is happening and how reality is actually created. Now, I've always had this misconception that, it doesn't matter what action you take, action is ineffective. Action is ineffective. You can just, visualize and get to your goals and just manifest miracles from home. While this is 100% possible, at the same time, it's maybe not. It depends on where you are at your belief system and with everything else that, there's certain agreements that you made before you came to this earth. And this is what the law of karma explains. So it's essentially, karma is that very thing that creates reality. And there are 4 different forms of karma, but in this video, we're going to be concerning ourselves with just 2 different forms of karma, because understanding this will really open your eyes to seeing how reality creation is possible. And now most people think that karma means that, oh no, I've done bad things in the past, and however my life is manifesting right now is all a result of how I've lived in the past. And while that's true, it doesn't mean that reality creation in this lifetime is impossible. Essentially, what karma means is action. Karma translates literally to action. And people think that, action? That means I should take a lot of action. Okay, cool. It's not that kind of action. See, action and karma encompasses all of your emotions that you feel, all thoughts that you have, all the energy that you have, and even physical action that you take. And now you're going to be thinking, oh shit, well, now I can't even feel one bad feeling and one bad thought, and then it'll create bad karma? Quazi, what have you done? And I'm not saying that. See, it's one thing to think bad thoughts, it's another thing to put importance and attach importance to these bad thoughts. If you have a thought and you just see it for what it is, it's just a thought, a data in versus data out. There's always going to be things in your environment that's influencing you every single day. If you just see it for what it is and don't put too much importance on it, it will have zero effect on you. If you observe it with neutral attention, it has no effect on you. So reality, as we know, is created by positive attention, negative attention, and it's dissolved by neutral attention. You will see that most yogis are always focused on observing reality rather than feeling positively or negatively. There is positive karma, there's negative karma. But if you want to achieve the divine, you have to learn to take all the masks off and really be nothing, be just completely empty. When you're completely empty, then you give space for the divine to come and enter you and experience the divine. But since our goal here in this channel is not for the divine, but rather through goal achievement, we're going to be talking about good karma and positive attention that you attribute to things. Because if you really think about it, the real spiritual yogi doesn't want any karma, good karma or bad. They want none of it. They want no karma, because karma is still a load. Even when it's a positive thought, it's a load. It's still a thought. You see what I mean? So, as we know, reality is dissolved by this neutral attention. And if you attribute neutral attention to these inherently negative thoughts that you're having, they will no longer have power over you, neither in creating your reality. So understand that karma is action, and this action encompasses everything, coming from emotions, feelings, thoughts that you have, and even physical actions that you take. Anything that you do, anything that you are, is all karma. It all contributes to the creation of reality. So that's why taking action itself is also a form of karma. And it also has power in creating reality, not just sitting at home and thinking thoughts. So that's why even your thoughts have powerful ways to create reality. Now, the two types of karma that we're going to be concerning ourselves with in this video, for the purposes of this video, is what's known as prarabdha karma and agama karma. My brown accent just came out there, but prarabdha means the karma of this lifetime. So anything that is manifesting itself right now is all a result of what's happened in the past. Anything that you're thinking and feeling right now is part of agama karma. Means that in next lifetimes or in the future, it is going to manifest itself. That's why reality creation works. The thoughts that we feel, the thoughts that we think, the feelings that we feel today influences our reality tomorrow. And there's always a delay in between these because of that mirror principle that we talked about. If you don't know what the mirror principle is, it's from a book called Reality Transurfing. And one of the principles of the mirror is that it works with a delay time, a lag time. And this again talks about and confirms the concept of agama karma. So click up here if you want to know what the mirror principle is and if you don't already know it. Whatever we feel now creates our reality tomorrow. Whatever has been created in the past is manifesting itself now. This is the concept of that delay time, and that's why it takes some time for your goals to manifest, whether it be positive thoughts or negative thoughts. Now, what you need to understand is that it is completely possible to influence your reality right now. Even though you might believe in the concept of karma, and you might believe that, everything that's manifesting in my life is all a result of what I've been in the past. No. But it's completely possible for you to achieve results right now. So there's a certain level which karma affects. Maybe it's your physical appearance, maybe it's your genetics and everything. That's how much karma affects. But it's completely possible through certain practices to overcome this attachment of karma. And what you need to understand is karma is just a compulsive cycle. It is just cyclical. And now, why I talk about reality creation, why I talk about manifestation, why I talk about goal achievement, is because if you never achieve your desires, until and unless you achieve all of your deepest desires, you will never be free from karma. Because what's going to really happen, and this is from the yogic sciences, is that at the point of dissolution, you're not going to dissolve, but rather take on another form. And reality doesn't discriminate between which form. If you are about to die and you're just thinking about food, predominantly your life has been about food, you might reincarnate as a pig because then you can get to eat all the food that you want, or an animal. So it doesn't discriminate. It's not like you're going to become a human or etc. If your desire is money, then maybe you're going to be born. I don't know how this law of karma actually works in reincarnating you, but this is how yogis have described it, how ancient books have described karma. It doesn't discriminate. It doesn't, say that, you'll be another human because you wanted to be a human. It's not like that. It's what predominant thoughts and feelings that you've had that influences your reality, just like reality creation. So understand that any action is ineffective when it's compulsive. Whenever you're compulsive, you're just playing around this karma over and over again. You're just completely living in this cycle, and that's why the same things keep happening in your life. The same events keep playing themselves over and over again, and you're unable to break free unless you expand your consciousness and become more and more conscious every single day. This is the single most key that is going to transform your life. The reason why we do all these yogic practices, why we do all these spiritual consciousness raising practices, is to free ourselves from the bounds of karma so that we can create whatever it is that we want, and even realize that, what we want is just one thing, is just the divine. What we really want, what our heart's desires are infinite. Once you achieve something, some desires are deeper than others, but the ultimate desire is that for the infinite. And we're chasing it in the finite realm. We're chasing $1 million, $1 million and $1, $1 million, $2 when we want infinite. We will not stop until we get to the infinite. See, human beings have two different types of desires. There are worldly desires where they have their biological desires for food, etc., etc. And this is again bound by karma. Because, your genetics have been decided before you were born. And you made this choice, whether it was unconsciously or consciously. You even made the very choice to, reincarnate in a certain womb. And, now that you're living more and more consciously, you're able to influence your thoughts to create your reality. There are conscious thoughts and unconscious thoughts that you keep circling around and you keep reacting to. There are outgoing thoughts and incoming thoughts that you have. And these incoming thoughts you keep circling around in your mind. And you're not taking advantage of that conscious part of you that is able to send outgoing thoughts in manifesting a particular reality that you want. So in understanding that, there's a large part of you that is unconscious that has determined your very state, your very appearance, and everything that you are right now. But there's also part of you that is able to determine how your life turns out. And that's why consciousness work every single day is very, very important. Now, I've always thought that, taking action isn't important. And then I went to a paradigm of, okay, I got to take massive action. Okay? It isn't all my karma. I can't just sit at home and try to, influence my thoughts and try to manifest things. Maybe that won't work. And now I've come to a point where it's like, even the action isn't important. It's what the intention behind the action is. So I made a full circle, but at the same time, harmonized both the massive action taking paradigm and no action paradigm. It's about what you intend to do when you're taking action, what your intentions are behind the action. It's one thing doing something out of duty. It's another thing doing something because you want to do it. Imagine you call your mom once a week out of love, aside from calling your mom because, or else she's going to bitch and moan about how I never call her, etc., etc. So make sure you know the intention behind your actions. And the only way to consciously control the intention behind your actions is to conduct action consciously. Seriously, this is a game changer for me. Because if you conduct action unconsciously, it is only around 5 to 10% effective. When you do any action consciously, it is 99% more effective than unconscious action taking. So make sure that you're conducting action very, very consciously. And that means every single day in anything that you do, the food that you eat it consciously. Computer work that you're doing, do it consciously. Feel every single key that you're typing in. And you will know that you're living your life more and more in consciousness if every single day it feels like you're going through a room that is just dark, a dark room. You're navigating to the exit of a dark room. You're like walking like this every single day. That is when you know that you're living your life, just completely geared for spiritual evolution. If you're not a little bit uncomfortable every single day and you're just living in your comfort zone, you will be living the cycles of karma over and over again. Anyone can be joyful around someone who is pleasant to be around, but it is completely a different thing to be joyful around someone who completely annoys you and someone you don't want to be around at all. Do you see what I mean? Anyone can be happy when life is going well, but imagine being happy no matter what the circumstances are. Then you freed yourself from all of karma, from all compulsive cycles. The more and more you can become joyful regardless of what your external circumstances are, you really become the creator of your reality from within. The less you let external circumstances affect your internal state of being, the more powerful a creator of your reality that you become. The more free you become from the cycles of karma. So with that, I conclude this video. I know this was a very, very heavy topic, and also it was kind of esoteric. So I would understand if you have some follow-up questions. So make sure you leave me a comment asking me any questions that you want. I will try my best to get to them. And to really just recap this video, I want to remind you that the only thing that creates reality is karma. And what karma translates to is action. And this action isn't just taking massive action. It is action in the form of emotion, thoughts, energies, anything that you are, anything that you feel, anything that influences the creation of this reality. And remember that the two important types of karma, there are 4 different types of karma, but the 2 important types of karma that we discussed today are prarabdha karma and agama karma. Agama is the one that creates it in the future, the one that you're accumulating right now with the predominant thoughts and feelings that you have, maybe as a result of your environment, but even more importantly, it'll be more powerful if they're more conscious. Prarabdha is the one that's playing right now as a result of what you've accumulated in the past. And remember that any action is ineffective when it is compulsive, and it just keeps reaffirming the reality that you've been in. It just keeps playing that circle and that cycle over and over again. If you feel like you're stuck in Groundhog Day every day, this is what's happening. Karma is taking its part over and over and over again. If you start to live a little bit more consciously every single day in anything that you do, your whole life will transform. Eating food a little consciously, doing computer work a little consciously, doing homework for school a little consciously, interacting with people more consciously. Remember that you will know that you're geared towards spiritual evolution when you feel like every day is walking through a room that is completely dark and you're just navigating your way. The reason why pain and discomfort are good presence raisers or consciousness expanders is because anytime you're in pain, think about what happens. You automatically get more aware. You feel pain, all you can do is focus on the pain. And this pain just wakes you up. It wakes you up from this unconscious cycle that you've been going through. Anytime you take an ice cold shower, you just get completely uncomfortable and you wake up. Anyone can be in a comfortable situation. The more in comfortable situations you are, the more this cycle of karma keeps playing over and over again because you just lean back and take a seat. The real challenge is to get comfortable being uncomfortable. That is the real challenge. When you can be joyful, regardless of any external circumstances, when you can be joyful regardless of who you're surrounding yourself with, what events are happening, then you'll have made progress in this spiritual journey and you're becoming a very powerful creator of your reality. So remember that, and also if you're new to the channel and like this kind of stuff, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and also hit the bell so you're notified of any new video that I put out. Also, I have a massive Facebook group where I'll be sharing all of this kind of stuff, and we have a great community of great members. And let's see how we can help you out in this group. If you want to receive help, make sure you click on the link in the description below to join this group and take advantage of this massive community. Also, I'm super excited to announce that the Reality Mastery Program is open for enrollment. If you didn't know what the Reality Mastery Program was, essentially it's the most powerful paradigm of manifestation. See, what I found in my personal life was that it didn't matter what I wanted. It didn't matter what I thought about, but rather it mattered what I became. Anytime I wanted something in my life, I first worked on becoming that version of myself, and then I saw that it systematically came into my life. The Reality Mastery system is such that whenever I shifted into the ideal version of myself, that exact thing that I aligned myself with, the character that I became, started living that and experiencing that reality. When I became the 4.0 GPA version of myself, I got the good grades that I wanted. When I became the fit version of myself, my dream body that I thought was completely unachievable because of genetics and that kind of karma was I was able to achieve. When I became the entrepreneur version of myself, I was able to quit my 9-to-5 that I also thought was impossible for me to quit. And it wasn't even in my world, a couple of years ago. So I know all of this is possible for you as well because I'm helping my clients do this in their personal lives every single day. So make sure you take opportunity of this and click on the link in the description below to sign up for the free one-to-one consult while it's still available, and I hope I see you there. Till next time, peace!